Two nations, neighbors yet worlds apart. Rwanda and Burundi, countries that share a border but have a history full of tension. Their paths have crossed many times, and now the world watches as they stand on the edge of something bigger. In the forests of Congo, the battle between M23 rebels and government forces continues to grow. Burundi's military supports the Congo government, while Rwanda is accused of backing the M23 rebels. But behind these accusations is a bigger picture, one of strength, strategy, and deep-rooted competition. Rwanda, with a defense budget of $178 million, has a highly trained army ready to act quickly, led by General Mubarak Muganga. They are built for speed, power, and precision. Burundi, with a budget of $80 million, has its own dedicated forces under General Prime Nyongabo, working alongside Congo's army. What happens when these two forces, each with their own goals and alliances, face each other? What does history and power tell us about what might happen if war comes? Join us as we dive into the heart of this rising conflict, where every move counts and the world waits to see what comes next. Welcome to the world of research. Welcome to the large family of WIN, Wisdom in Narrations. Rwanda and Burundi are neighboring countries in the Great Lakes region, sharing a common history, similar geographical features, and closely related ways of life. However, when it comes to security and military capability, the two nations have significant differences. Rwanda is led by a man known worldwide for transforming his country's economy through reconstruction efforts over the past 30 years, following the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi.
Kwamba jeshi letu hili ndiye msingi wa chama. Msingi mnaelewa?
He is President Paul Kagame, 67 years old, who has been in power since 2000. He was once a major general and led the Rwandan Patriotic Army, RPA, in the war to liberate Rwanda. This man is highly skilled, having specialized in intelligence matters from Uganda to Tanzania and even Cuba. On the side of Burundi, there is President Evariste Ndayishimiye, 56 years old, who has been leading Burundi since June 2020, almost 5 years now. He is also a military officer and reached the rank of general, though some joke that he has never fought in a war and hasn't won one. The leaders of these two countries are military men, which means that the wars they lead their nations into could be extraordinary. Before analyzing the military strength of Rwanda and Burundi, it is essential to first examine their size, population, and population density. These two countries have different land areas and population sizes, which result in varying population densities. Rwanda has a total area of 26,338 square kilometers, while Burundi is slightly larger, covering 27,834 square kilometers. Although Burundi has a larger land area, by 1,496 square kilometers, Rwanda has a higher population. As of 2024, Rwanda's population is estimated to be over 14.3 million, whereas Burundi has approximately 13.2 million people. This makes Rwanda's population density significantly higher than Burundi's. Statistically, Rwanda has a population density of 543 people per square kilometer, compared to Burundi's 474 people per square kilometer. This difference in population density affects various aspects of life, including land use, urban development, and security planning. Due to its high population density, Rwanda must implement effective land management strategies, urban planning, and security measures to accommodate a large number of people living in a relatively small area. Please listen to this word.
You see what is happening here, close to our homes. Why this silence? Doesn't the international community see the consequences? I tell you that if it continues like this, war is likely to be widespread in the region, because the people cannot allow it to happen. If Rwanda continues to conquer territory in our country, I know that it will happen even in Burundi.
Rwanda has a well-structured military consisting of active duty soldiers, internal security forces, and reserve forces when needed. On the international stage, the Rwandan military is known for its rapid response capabilities, ensuring security both within the country and in international peacekeeping missions. The Rwanda Defense Force, RDF, has 45,000 active duty soldiers, 2,500 internal security forces, and 2,000 reserve forces ready to assist in emergencies or security operations. RDF engages in various missions, including national security, international peacekeeping, and disaster response. The Rwandan military is equipped with modern weaponry, including aircraft, tanks, and armored vehicles, allowing them to achieve their objectives efficiently and securely. Burundi, like Rwanda, has a military force responsible for national security. The Burundi National Defense Force, FDNB, has 30,000 active duty soldiers, 5,000 internal security personnel, and 5,000 reserve forces. Although Burundi's army is smaller compared to Rwanda's, it plays a significant role in protecting the country, participating in peacekeeping missions, and responding to crises. Burundi's forces also engage in counter-terrorism operations, border security, and civilian protection. Despite both countries having military forces dedicated to security, their structures differ in troop numbers and capabilities. RDF has highly trained soldiers capable of operating in different environments, both domestically and internationally. They are trained to neutralize threats and protect national sovereignty. Rwanda has a well-trained military with battlefield experience across Africa, Mozambique, Central African Republic, Sudan, and elsewhere. Meanwhile, Burundi has a large army, but lacks Rwanda's combat experience. What do you conclude from this? Like any other country focused on its security, Rwanda possesses sufficient military equipment for ground combat. In terms of tanks, Rwanda operates T-55 and T-72 models, formerly used by Russia, providing significant firepower in warfare. Alongside these, Rwanda employs over 200 armored fighting vehicles. For artillery, the Rwandan military uses D-31 22mm howitzers and BM-21 Grad multiple rocket launchers capable of striking long-range targets. To counter enemy tanks, Rwanda has anti-tank missiles such as the 9K111 Faggot, RPG-7 and RPG-29, and Cornet-E. Some of these weapons were recently seen in action at the Rwanda-DRC border, intercepting incoming projectiles as if they were mere sparks vanishing into the ocean. Rwanda also has 120mm and 81mm mortars, providing fire support and ensuring national security. Additionally, Rwanda operates surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, to neutralize aerial threats. Man-portable air defense systems, MANPADS, including IGLA-S, SA-24, and FN-6, allow individual soldiers to target low-altitude aircraft. Rwanda also possesses short-range air defense systems. On the other hand, Burundi has fewer tanks, primarily using T-55s on a limited scale, restricting long-term ground operations. While Burundi has over 150 armored vehicles for national defense, its heavy weaponry remains relatively limited. The Burundian military operates D-30 howitzers and Zu-23-2 anti-aircraft guns, but their capabilities remain weaker compared to regional standards. Their anti-tank weaponry includes RPG-7s and Metis-M missiles, which are less advanced than Rwanda's arsenal. Burundi's mortar inventory consists of 82mm and 60mm models, but at a lower scale than Rwanda's. Rwanda Air Force, RAF. Rwanda has strong air combat capabilities, operating Mi-24 attack helicopters and Bayraktar TB2 drones, key assets in rapid response and emergency operations. These aircraft provide quick decision-making and battlefield coordination. Rwanda also employs radar and air defense coordination systems to neutralize enemy aircraft. The Rwandan military also operates helicopters such as the Mi-17, Cessna 208 Caravan, and Diamond DA-42, which are used for rescue missions and various military operations. Rwanda's air defense includes IGLA-S and FN-6 surface-to-air missiles, capable of neutralizing enemy aircraft. Additionally, Rwanda has acquired advanced air defense systems, including Iron Dome, purchased from Israel's Rafael Advanced Defense Systems. This defense system was reportedly used to protect Rwanda from missiles launched by forces engaged in the battle for Goma, including South Africa's SANDF, the DRC's FARDC, Burundi's FNDB, Malawi, MONUSCO, and others fighting against the M23. Additionally, Rwanda has recently acquired new combat aircraft from Turkey, though details remain undisclosed. Rwanda is one of the African nations heavily investing in drone warfare, using drones not only for military purposes but also for medical supply deliveries in rural areas. Modern warfare is increasingly reliant on drones. Rwanda is at the forefront of this technology and is even constructing a Drone Operations Center (DOC), which will also serve as a drone manufacturing hub, one of the largest in Africa. This raises a critical point. Controlling airspace is key to modern warfare. Burundi army would face significant challenges in an aerial conflict, as Rwanda has already demonstrated its deadly ability to disrupt enemy radar systems. According to UN soldiers in DR Congo and UN warfare experts, Rwanda was reportedly behind radar jamming when M23 rebels captured Goma's airport, causing severe disruptions to aerial surveillance in the region. Burundi's air capabilities. In contrast, Burundi does not possess combat aircraft like Rwanda, as its air combat capability remains limited. However, Burundi operates Augusta Bell AB-412 and Mi-8 helicopters for rescue missions, civilian security, and military support operations. Burundi's air defense relies on FN-6 manpads, but the country lacks a comprehensive air defense system. As the saying goes, having something and using it poorly are two different things. Let's get on the ground. Naval forces. Both Rwanda and Burundi maintain naval forces. The Burundi Navy operates patrol boats on Lake Tanganyika, while the Rwanda Navy secures Lake Kivu and other strategic waterways. In terms of military budget, Rwanda allocates over $178 million annually to its military, while Burundi's military budget stands at approximately $80 million per year. This highlights each country's capacity to acquire modern equipment and sustain effective military training. With a budget more than twice that of Burundi, Rwanda has the resources to procure advanced weaponry and invest heavily in military training, enhancing its army's ability to respond to crises and participate in peacekeeping missions. Now, let's move to the vast forests of Congo, where M23 AFC operates. These are the Lions of Sarambwe, Rwandophone fighters whose struggle began in 1963. To be clear, AFC M23 movement is not a Rwandan force.
M23 are not Rwandans. These are Congolese.
They are Congolese nationals. When you hear about the AFC M23 movement, understand that they are fighters advocating for their rights after the Congolese government in 1981 incited the killing of Tutsi families in Congo. Extensive books and reports on Congo indicate that countless armed groups operate in the region, many of them exploiting the country's vast mineral resources. This contrasts with M23, which is fighting for self-determination in its own country, despite resistance from its government. The ongoing war in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, between M23 and the Congolese army, FARDC, allied with armed militias like the FDLR, continues to fuel tensions in the Great Lakes region. This conflict has also strained relations between Rwanda and Congo, with ripple effects on Burundi, as both nations are directly or indirectly involved. Historically, Rwanda and Burundi have had tensions over their engagements with the DRC, particularly regarding armed groups in the region. The Congolese government accuses Rwanda of supporting M23, claiming it is a Rwandan-backed rebel group, while Rwanda denies these allegations and instead accuses Congo of collaborating with the FDLR, a group composed of individuals responsible for the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. On the other hand, Burundi has deployed its troops to the DRC to support FARDC in fighting M23, effectively aligning itself with the Congolese government in this conflict. Reports suggest that Rwandan forces are also cooperating with anti-Burundian rebel groups such as Red Tabara, which seeks to overthrow Burundian President Evariste Ndayishimiye. With Rwanda allegedly backing M23 and Burundi aligning with FARDC, both countries find themselves in an indirect conflict. If the Burundian army and FARDC continue battling M23, Kigali could perceive it as provocation, potentially escalating into a direct war between Rwanda and Burundi. A war between Rwanda and Burundi could break out if Burundi continues supporting FARDC against M23, prompting Rwanda to retaliate. While Burundi may try to conceal its anti-Rwanda activities through operations in Congo, Kigali could perceive this as a direct attack. Given Rwanda's well-trained rapid response forces, it could officially intervene to counter such actions. Additionally, armed groups like FDLR and Red Tabara pose security threats, raising concerns for both nations. M23 could launch major attacks on Burundian troops in Congo, potentially pushing Bujumbura to declare war on Rwanda. In response, Rwanda, armed with highly trained forces, could engage in full-scale military action. For years, Rwanda and Burundi have maintained a tense relationship without direct military confrontation. However, the ongoing conflict in Congo might escalate tensions. If Burundi continues backing FARDC and Rwanda remains linked to M23 as alleged, the likelihood of a military clash increases. However, the situation will ultimately depend on how both countries assess their strategic interests in the near future. The rising tensions between Rwanda and Burundi, fueled by their involvement in the ongoing conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo, have created a volatile situation in the Great Lakes region. Rwanda, with a stronger military and a larger defense budget, is well equipped for rapid strikes and high readiness. In contrast, Burundi has supported the Congolese government, which puts them at odds with Rwanda, as Rwanda is accused of backing the M23 rebels. Both nations' actions, particularly in Congo, have increased the risk of open conflict. The relationship between Rwanda and Burundi will hinge on how they manage their alliances and military strategies. A small spark could lead to a larger confrontation, and the future of the region remains uncertain. Now, here's the big question. If war were to break out, based on history, military training, and the advanced weaponry of both nations, who would come out on top? Thanks for watching. I wish you better life, foods, and money. Stay in the Big Wins family.